Story time. So I want to tell you the story about how my neighbor saved my life. Okay. So picture this. Now, it is May 2015, and I've pretty much been arguing with my ex for hours, probably since the previous day. And it's just escalating and building. And I remember like it went from the bedroom to the living room, and it just was a lot. And unfortunately my son was in his bedroom, and so he heard it, and it still breaks my heart hearing him, say, leave my mother alone. Oh, it still gets me there. But I remember I remember thinking I need to de-escalate. I need to like get out of this so that like we can get to a place of separation and whatever. So I tried to leave the house. I walked out the door and I tried to leave the house, and he grabbed me and threw me to the ground, and pretty much kind of picked me up. Like I'm all of, I'm kind of little. So like, especially at that time, he picked me up and threw me to the ground. And I remember landing on my foot and immediately screaming. And I screamed and I was like, what did you do? Or something like that. Or like, and I just remember like, I couldn't really get up. And then I hear my neighbor knocking on the door. And he opens the door and he runs past her. And she's at the door with a knife in her hand. And I hear her girlfriend at the time on the phone with the police. And I just remember at that moment feeling so helpless. And she came in and she called my son out because she knew him, and she said, come on, come to me. I got your mom, come on. And I'm like, come on. I'm telling him to come on. And so we rush into her apartment that's directly across from mine. And I couldn't walk on my foot. I ended up having a sprained ankle. I was on crutches for weeks. But she saved my life because I think that had she not knocked on that door, he probably would have taken it a step further. Like that's how bad it had gotten. And so I want to say thank you, Stephanie. We've always been in contact. She's always been just so helpful, and I want to say thank you, Stephanie. And I really appreciate everything you and your girlfriend at the time did for me. So thank you.